Create your world. Create your world.
Welcome to another episode of Create Your World. I'm your host, Amelia Ismore. It is all about Verona Ford and the Dancing Reporter. I'm not the Dancing Reporter, but she is. But we're here in the Bronx for breast cancer awareness at the R.A.I.N Eastchester Senior Center. We have so much more for you to check out, so don't go anywhere. Keep it right here. Now, ladies, you went in depth as to why it is important to get screening. But for the camera, can you just explain why it's really critically important, even if you don't feel like you need it, to get it, and what's the important age to start?
Yeah, so it's very important to always get screened, to do breast check, do self breast check examinations, because you could get a mammogram and something, it's fully clear, a month later you may feel something. So it's so important to always check. If the exams at the doctor's office don't always pick up on everything, so it's always important to do self-checks on yourself. There could be genetic family histories that it's more important to be aware of what's going on.
Now, you guys spoke about a special screening, a gene test. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
The bracket? Yeah, so that is the bracket is a type of screening that is for you to know ahead of time if you are indeed have the cells for the cancer cells.
And what's great about that is because some families actually have a genetic history of breast cancer. What is the prime age for you to get that type of screening?
Definitely the earlier as possible now, especially once you turn 18 or an adult, because it could happen very early if you do test positive for the BRCA gene. It's definitely best to be on top of it, and early detection is important.
Now, it's when you get that sentence. I have a lot of friends. I love them to death. They are survivors. Woohoo! But that type of support, what advice do you give to others that have loved ones that have been diagnosed with breast cancer? How can they be supportive, and what are some of the things that they can do to help that transition to survivorhood easier?
Yeah, so definitely just being there for the person, your loved one. That's when they need you the most. It's definitely important not to isolate them or want them to push away. You want to just have them know that you're there for them and to be with them as much as possible. And sometimes just being there physically is all a person needs. Sometimes saying things, you might not say the right things, may make them uncomfortable. So just being there physically for them, offering to do daily tasks that they may have a hard time with, it's important to just physically be there and present for them.
And would you like to add anything else?
Well, I would like to add that Gilda's Club is the best place for all this support. If you know of any cancer patient, cancer survivor, please let them know that Gilda's Club is there for support for families and friends as well. And
Give them any information, like email or whatever.
yeah, so we are in the West Village, West Houston, 195 West Houston in Manhattan, and we are open Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And the number is 212-647-9700. We are available both Spanish and English.
And our programs are completely free of charge. Membership is totally free. All you have to do is call us, and we will have you come in and meet with a staff member one-on-one to see how we can help you in the best way possible.
Well, there you have it. It takes a village. These wonderful women came from down the village up to Bronx to make sure that you stay informed. Please be certain to tell anyone who is a survivor or going through cancer they are beautiful regardless of whatever they have to go through. If they lose their hair, get a great wig. If they lose their breasts, get that push-up bar that makes you look fabulous. But whatever it is, know that beauty comes from the inside. It is not external. So, to all you survivors and all you women that are dealing with breast cancer, stay strong and stay informed. We'll be back for so much more.
October was Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and R.A.I.N Eastchester Senior Center at the Gilda Club, New York City, to do a presentation for the seniors.
We are a free social and emotional support community for men, women, children, and teens with any type of cancer diagnosis, as well as their friends, their family members, or anyone who's lost a loved one to cancer. So we provide support groups, we provide workshops, we provide lectures like the one we're providing today, also social events, opportunities similar to what you all do here, to be part of a community, to be with people who understand. We have a Gilda Comes to You program, which is in the borough, so we actually have 3 groups at Montefiore here in the Bronx, and we also have programming in Brooklyn and in Queens and in Upper Manhattan as well.
And feel there's a change in the breast. You can see it, you can feel a lump. Sometimes it's picked up on the mammogram. Again, not all lumps are breast cancer, not all things on the mammogram is a breast cancer, but it needs to be followed up. Just to go back to the mammogram, I don't know if some of you may, breast calcifications are something that's very common for women to have. This is not, the macrocalcifications are these large bits of calcium deposits on the breast, and this is benign. It's not a cancer. We're worried when they're microcalcifications, when this cluster of calcium is in this a tight cluster, because that could mean that it's in an area of a fast-growing cells. Macro calcifications have nothing to do with the calcium that you take. This is just something that's found on the mammogram. So if a lump is found, if you find a lump, you do the testing, mammogram, ultrasound, MRI. If it looks suspicious, you're going to have a biopsy. And once that biopsy proves that it's a breast cancer, then you may have, there are different modalities for treatment. So first, usually, initially, is going to be surgery to remove the lump or to remove the breast. If there's a lumpectomy, removing the lump, then the patient will probably most likely have radiation after. Moving the whole breast, usually radiation is not involved, but depending on the size of the initial tumor, there may be some radiation. Sometimes there's chemotherapy. Sometimes there's hormonal therapy, which is just a pill. Tamoxifen or Arimidex are 2 of the common hormonal therapies used in breast cancer. Sometimes there's also the radiation as well. So this is all different treatment modalities for the treatment of breast cancer.
Well, it is all about October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Obviously, as this beautiful dress says, think pink. I have none other than Miss Sophia, the director for R.A.I.N Eastchester Senior Center, correct?
Yes.
Why is it so important for you guys to have events like this for your constituents?
Because we also have a lot of survivors here of breast cancer. We also have a lot of our seniors that have lost family members, friends, spouses, children to this dangerous disease that's spreading. Yeah. So it is very important, not for only October, but for always remembering breast cancer, all of these other cancers that are taking over. So Breast Cancer Awareness Month is October, so we put aside a date just to celebrate that day, where we all wear pink, we dress up the place in pink, and we all do pink.
And you have done a fabulous job. I mean, everybody's inside dancing. It's a gorgeous meal that they're having. When people look at the importance of taking care of our seniors, what do you tell them, and why is it so important to take the time?
Because a lot of time, people don't understand that socialization is a very big part of your health. Mm-hmm. So a lot of our seniors, especially the ones that live alone, they sometimes don't have anybody to talk to or anything like that. So when they come to the senior centers, they now make friends. You have a lot of things in common with your friends. You might have the same TV show. Now you have somebody that you exchange your number with, your phone number with, and now you guys are calling and talking. And I've witnessed seniors come back in the morning and they're talking to each other and they be like, did you see the show last night? Did you see what happened? So socialization is such a big part of your health. And when they come here, they do things together as a group.
Yeah,
they exercise as a group.
I was noticing you have a lot of programs here. For anybody that's more interested in finding out more about R.A.I.N, where can they go or where can they do to stay in contact with you?
Yes, so we open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. R.A.I.N Eastchester Senior Center. We're located at 1246 Burke Avenue in the Bronx, 10469. And you only have to be 60 years young and older to join the center for free. And all the programs are free: educational, recreational, nutrition. We serve breakfast, we serve lunch, and exercise class, dance class, computer classes, and everything else.
So there it is. Now you know where to go. It's all about resolve. It's all about staying young, staying healthy, staying social, and staying aware. Thank you so much, Sophia.
You're welcome. And we have 13 senior centers in the Bronx. So we have senior centers in different locations, so there might be a senior center near you.
So there's no need for it to rain on your parade. Come dance at R.A.I.N Eastchester Senior Center. We have more. Create your world. Be fabulous. We'll be right back.
Ain't got no trouble in my life.
Thank you, universe, for all the goodness you're bringing my way. I receive it, I accept it, and I thank you for it. And so it is.
Excitement Worldwide Concert and Events Inc. presents the Legends of Disco Part 2, October 26th, featuring Tavares, CeCe Peniston, France Jolie, Fonda Ray, The Ritchie Family, Sharon Brown, Jimmy Bohorn, Moment of Truth, and the Disco Unlimited Cover Band at the Lehman Center for the Performing Arts in the Bronx, 250 Bedford Park Boulevard West. Doors open at 6 p.m. Showtime is 7 p.m. sharp. Or call 718-960-8833.
Well, there it is. I hope you enjoyed the show as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Remember, if you have a great story or you just want us to create your world, make sure you go to createyourworld.tv@gmail.com, and we're there. Okay, so the question is, what words are you using to create your world?
Ain't got no trouble in my life, no foolish dream to make me cry. I'm never frightened or worried, I know I'll always get by. I heat up, cool down, when something gets in my way I go round it. Don't let life get me down, gonna take it the way that I found it. I got music in me, I got music in me, I got
get up.
Eso mismo quiero yo, no me llama, guarda mi teléfono debajo de esa falda está lo que quiero yo. Vamos a darle rico, riquísimo. Muéstrame cómo tú haces atletismo. Desde que ven embajadora del turismo. Ok, no te lo puedo negar que está más buena que actriz de película. No te hagas la loca, robe tu atención. ¿Qué esperas? Ponte loca. La pista en mi habitación. Mi casa es tu casa, avanza, ¿qué pasa? Hoy hacemos party, está en la terraza.